Today, we're digging into what it really takes to climb the ladder in professional tennis, and we're going to do it by following the story of a player who proves that sometimes the biggest dreams start with the smallest, most personal goals. France's very own Benjamin Bonzi.
You know, it's a question we all think about in our own lives, right? For a pro athlete, that answer is always some unique mix of raw talent, insane dedication, and, well, that one little spark that lights the fire.
You heard that right. The thing that set a future tennis pro on his path wasn't some grand vision of lifting a Wimbledon trophy. Nope, it was a good old-fashioned family rivalry. At 6 years old, that simple challenge was all the motivation he needed.
All right, so let's get to know the man his fans affectionately call La Bones. He is French through and through, born in Nimes, and of course, his favorite tournament is the big one in his backyard, Roland Garros. And like pretty much an entire generation of players, his idol growing up was the one and only Roger Federer. No surprise there.
Every pro's career has that one moment, that first big win that kind of hints at what's to come. For Bonzi, it happened on the very same clay courts he grew up dreaming about.
And wow, what a signal this was. Way back in 2014, as a junior, he won the boys' doubles title at the French Open. Winning a huge event like that on home soil, that's the stuff of dreams.
So, why is a junior Grand Slam such a big deal? Well, think of it as a huge stamp of approval. It tells the entire tennis world that a young player has the goods, the talent, the nerve to handle the pressure of the biggest stages.
Okay, but winning as a junior is one thing. Making that leap to the pro tour, that is a completely different beast. And this next chapter in Bonzi's story is all about one thing: mastering the grind.
So check out this timeline. He turns pro in 2015, gets his first win at a major in 2017. But then, look at that gap. The next huge moment isn't until 2021. Those years in between, that's where the real, unglamorous work happens.
During that time, he was slugging it out on the ATP Challenger Tour. This tour is the ultimate proving ground. It's a grueling, worldwide circuit where players are just fighting tooth and nail week after week for a shot at the big leagues.
After all those years of grinding it out, 2021 was the year it all came together. And I mean, it really came together. He didn't just win a challenger title, he won 6 of them in a single season. Let me put that in perspective for you. A lot of really good pros don't win 6 of those titles in their entire careers. It was just an incredible run.
And those 6 titles, they were basically rocket fuel for his world ranking. You can see the impact right here. He kicked off 2021 ranked around 165th, and by the end of the year, he was all the way up inside the top 60. Just a massive, massive leap.
So, after all those years on the challenger circuit, Bonzi had finally arrived on the main ATP Tour. The stage was set for a real breakthrough, and when that moment came, wow, it was about as perfect as it gets.
So let's set the scene. We're in Metz, France. It's 2024, and Benjamin Bonzi is playing absolutely out of his mind. After all that time, all those battles in smaller tournaments around the world, he finally does it. He makes it to his very first final on the main ATP Tour. The pressure in that moment must have been just immense.
And if that wasn't enough, he has the chance to win that first ever title in his home country, with the entire French crowd roaring him on. Talk about a storybook ending.
And he did it. He took down the incredibly tough Cameron Norrie in straight sets to win his first ATP Tour singles title. I mean, what a moment. The perfect reward for years and years of relentless work.
So, with that incredible victory locked in, let's just pull back for a second and take a look at his career by the numbers. It really paints the full picture.
When you lay it all out like this, you can really trace the journey. He turns pro way back in 2015. Has that monster breakout year in 2021, and pushes his ranking all the way up to a career high of 42, and now he's got tour titles in both singles and doubles. It's just a great testament to his steady climb.
And his results really show what a solid all-around player he is. At the Grand Slams, he's been to the 3rd round in singles and has gone even deeper in doubles, making a quarterfinal. It just proves he's a real threat no matter which side of the court he's on. Benjamin Bonzi's story is just such a great reminder that success isn't always some overnight explosion. A lot of the time, it's built brick by brick over years of hard work nobody sees. He started out just trying to beat his cousin, and he ended up a champion on the world stage. Now that the underdog has finally had his day, the only question left is, what's next?